Welcome back, my friends and fellow gamers. I'm Wrath, and we are back revisiting an older series, Roguetech, and this one by viewer request. We are coming back to this now that it is a little bit more stable, because I got tired of the constant updates. So we're coming back to this one. We're going to renew our series. Now, I went ahead before starting the recording, and I went off camera and I loaded up the creation of the game. So this was done last night, as you can see, way late at night, just so that it would be ready for this morning's recording. And I just set a basic starting recording. I haven't done anything on the game as of yet. Simply just loaded it up so that I don't have to go through the big wait time for everything to load up, because it does take a significant amount of time just to get everything started, and that's pretty boring for an episode. Good drink of coffee this morning. So let's get started. Now, even with this, it still takes a while to load up, so hopefully this will load up within my lifetime. Now, there are still a few bugs with the Roguetech from the launcher. Most notably is that it does not like it crashes from time to time, which is upsetting. But I think I've gotten through most of that, and I've looked through the common problems and stuff like that to make sure that I understand everything that needs to be done first. Let's see here. They forget the prime axiom of all humanity. Anything that can be weaponized will be weaponized. Human beings have failed up to this point to find a technology that they could not weaponize. And if you think I'm kidding, prove me wrong. Gotta drink my coffee before it goes cold. I need to get a better insulated cup. As we fill the time, I'm waiting for this thing to load. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and take a look at what we've got. First stop I'm going to make, though, is engineering, and let's look at what we've got here. So we could do recreation. That's 2,500 in 10 days, or almost 250 there. That's 2.5. That's basically every penny that we've got. Can't do that. 90,000 for one tech point in 10 days. 15 days. Okay, so this would open up more upgrade options. Storage space. Reduces our monthly upkeep. So, and then the refit space. Let's do this one first. Oh, that's 15 days. Let's do the power system first because it's cheap and quick, and it'll open up more options. And then I think I'm going to go refit and then recreation, and then we'll start expanding the rest of it. So let's go look at the mechs that we have.
Nice to see you down here in the hole.
Hello. Oh. Oh, it's a dervish. Okay. I like dervishes. Especially like the M6, although I generally modify the crap out of this thing once I have the parts. So dervish is probably one of my favorite types of mechs because it fills a all-around role. Because you've got medium lasers, you've got close range missiles, you've got long range missiles. The only thing that makes this better is when you can get MMLs, because you can swap in 4 MMLs of the same size and be able to just rip a huge amount of punishment out of this thing at just about any range. Because like a bunch of MML 5s. Where it's like, okay, I can fire 20 long-range missiles or 20 short-range missiles of varying ammunitions, then this thing becomes beastly, and it's probably one of my favorite things about this mech when you get down to it. So the only other thing I usually do with it is I usually fill this with either an anti-missile system or with a more often than not with like a Guardian ECM or something. Anything to keep this thing hard to detect or hard to target. But other than that, the dervish is pretty damn awesome. I do love to pull these things apart and make them into just walking death machines. We've got Bombarder. I've never seen one of these before. Okay, what are you packing? It's really odd design. 2 big guns. So what are the? Oh. Okay. Okay. That's a kick in the balls. That's a pair of AC-20s and just about nothing else. Okay. So this thing will either do horribly or it will wreck your frickin' face. Well, shit. That's exciting. I may want to later change these out with something else, but holy crap. This sucker can probably make your life a living hell. Which I am all for. Again, I probably want to find some space to put some ECM in there. Just because after the last one, the last season, oh, we got a fire starter. Cool. After the original playthrough, I found a love for the stealth aspects. So what do we got here? We got okay, it's the chest burster version of the fire starter. So we got 3 really good light mechs. It looks like. Okay, so as always, I don't actually like having flamers on a fire starter. I prefer to have much more ranged, but for now, this is fine. So we'll leave that as is, mostly because we can't really do anything about it anyway. And we've got what is this? This is a Spectre, although it's using the same model as the fire starter. What are you? Okay, so you've got a large laser in one arm. You do have ECM. That's good. 2 mediums in the other arm, and a small in the chest. Okay. And good high heat efficiency and mobility, and jump jets. So this one's like a flanker. Definitely a good deal. And then, oh hell yeah, this is my boy. This is the one from last season that we had. We had this one with the ECM Mongoose, and those two were beasts. So with the Spectre, yeah, this is the stealth one. Oh hell yeah! We can replace that LBX-10 with something a little bit lighter down the line. But hells yeah! See, it's got the claws and everything. This thing is, you know, run up and rip your face off, and have some fun doing it. So yeah, this is a happy little arrangement here. Only thing I would want to do is, you know, lower the weight on that arm so that I could fit in like a Guardian ECM on this side for the extra point here, or possibly one in the torso, just so that I could get everything squared away. But yeah, this thing's definitely a beast. And maybe if we can find another wolfhound that's got like a beam arm instead, we can move the stealth armor over to another vehicle. So definitely worth coming in with this guy, because, you know, the melee makes this thing really dangerous. But we're going to need a good pilot for this, so we're going to have to make sure that whoever has it has a really high piloting. So that's all our mechs. So I think our starting loadout is probably going to be these 2 mediums and these 2 lights. We'll let the Firestarter be a backup once we can modify it a little bit. But oh yeah, I love the Wolfhounds. They are really good mechs. So let's go see who we've got in the lineup here. Alright, so we've got myself here, and I'm just gonna bump all of my skills up a little bit here. Yeah, just make myself a flat 4 across the board. Alright, so we need somebody who is already a good pilot. So this is going to be our Wolfhound pilot here. Yeah, you're going to have to be our Wolfhound pilot, because you're already basically set up for melee attacks. So yeah, I can't not use you. So checkerboard will be the pilot there until I can train somebody else up. Let's see here. You are basically the worst of the worst. What do you have? Do you have anything that's worthwhile? Let's see here. You're gonna go away. Goodbye. Alright, what about you? Well, you're at least accurate, although you suck at piloting, but you can take some abuse. You're also jinxed, Kurita, so you can go away too. Alright, Jack. We'll keep you. I think I'm going to want you to run the Bombarder. So let's go ahead and raise your skills a little bit. What's this here? Yeah, I think you're gonna run the Bombarder. Yep, I like you. Checkerboard, what's yours? Merchant, Spacer, Periphery, Criminal. Oh, you've got a lot of points. Rebellious. Hmm. Well, you could be a problem later on, but for now, I think you're gonna run the other ECM one, the other light. So let's give you some piloting. Lock you up for primary aim. Let's give you basic levels on tactics and guts here. No, okay. Alright, that'll do for now. So, Booger.
Training complete.
Alright, so these three are my guys, and you're my backup. Not a great backup, but you'll do for what I need. And I've probably cut my overhead for pilot costs for a while too. We'll need to find a secondary lance of people as well, but that's okay. We can cover that pretty quickly. Alright, so let's see what's in the store. If there's anything we can make use of right now. Okay, weapons wise, let's just go through this. Weapons, AC2. There's 3 of those. Machine guns, 1 medium laser, an LRM-15, a light rifle, which is basically like a gauze rifle, I think. Small laser, flamer. Helo, what is this here? An extended long-range long-range missile. Okay. That's worth buying. We may not find a second one of those, but they're worth. That's worth buying, and maybe some other ones. But we'll look further down the line as we go. All right. So ammo-wise, any special AC-20 half, LBX-2 cluster. So acid and listen kill, a half ton of listen kill. So let's buy that. Buy the acid. Let's see here. What is this here? Precision AC5 and armor penetrating. Okay, so we're going to take those in case we find an an AC5 down the road. What is this? Okay. Okay, so caseless doubles the ammunition per bin, so that could be useful. Let's add that here. Was there an AC5? No, there was an AC2. So we'll keep an eye out for an AC5. Equipment wise, I hate those mask things. They're not my jam. Not even slightly. Heat sinks and jump jets. And no mechs to be sold. Alright, let's look at what kind of system we're in right now.
The Argo may not be fully functional yet, but she's spaceworthy enough for our purposes.
Alright, we need to find a new system because that's 2 skulls and we are not up to that task right now. So we're going to go to let's look for a 1 skull world. Because we definitely want something that we can, a place where we can go and stay for a while to grow our strength, but that's going to give us plenty of half skull missions and a few of the skull and a half missions or more. Okay. So what kind of world are you? Let's look at those that are closest to us. Hold on, I'm waiting for the thing to catch up with me here. Why did it jump up? I want this one. We'll just do the bottom and work our way up because we need to start small, mostly because even though we've got some really good mechs, we don't have great pilots. And so if we go into missions that are going to require us to have better pilots, even if we have good machinery, we're going to get our butts kicked. So going into worlds where we have a low skill threshold with better machines means we'll have a better shot of actually doing something. Because if I tried to do one of these like skull and a half, 2 skull missions, I'd find my butt hanging out really fast. Alright, so this one is rich, mining, mega city, large population. Okay, so that might work. What are you two? Poor. Poor. And this is a conflict world. There's multiple different factions fighting over this one, so it's probably some good pay there. Okay, so that's also got some different groups there. Free Worlds League and Lyran Commonwealth fighting over it. Manufacturing, mining, megacity, research rich. Okay, yeah, we'll take that one. That'll take 11 days to get there. We'll set the course, and then we need to immediately pause. Alright, no, we don't have anything else to do, so we're going to go ahead and let that go, because we don't have any work to do on the actual mechs.
get those upgrades.
Alright. Great, so engineering has finished that.
Hey, boss. Nice to see you.
Alright, so that's opened up a bunch of options for us. Okay. So now we can try to add more mech bays. We can improve the power conduits for another tech point. That'll take 20 days though. Second repair bay. Repair scaffolding. Training module. You know, we're gonna do the training module first.
Roger that, Commander.
Then we're gonna put on the recreation and then go through these. Just because I want to keep my teams moving more than anything else. I want to keep my characters developing as quickly as possible.
We've arrived at our destination, Commander.
Alright, let's see what's available here, gear-wise. Alright, oh! A Marauder part. Gosh, I'd love to have that, but I just don't have the money for it. Marauder is just the... I mean, I could live with having a bunch of those. They're blessed. And a Phoenix Hawk is also another blessed little piece of work. Bolt-on rockets. Those are like one-shot items. Chaff countermeasures. Okay. Ooh, an MML 9. See, this is what I was talking about in terms of like what I want to get, but that one's going to be too expensive for me right now. So, I mean, for now, we're going to have to skip those. Don't see anything here that I can immediately afford to get. PPC capacitor, jeez. Rangefinders. And ammo for ACs that are not available. High velocity. Okay. LRM dumbfire. LRM half. LRM safe. Machine guns. UAC2 safe. Alright. A lot of stuff there, but nothing I can make use of right now. So let's go ahead and take a look at what's on offer for missions.
Greetings, Commander. Come on in.
Alright. So... okay. Duo duel. Supply lines. We're trying to safely transport injured personnel to one of our facilities on wing. Unfortunately, satellite surveillance shows Lyran units operating in the region. We're expecting to move our medical convoy through. We need a mercenary lance to sweep the area and eliminate any Lyran units. Please think of this contract as a mission of mercy. Bull. Okay, but we'll... Let's see here. Who are you against? That's against Free Worlds. Alright, let's take one for Comstar. Because nobody wants to piss off Comstar. So we'll take 3 of 15 full salvage. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do early on, let's do for full salvage and hope that we don't take too much in damage. Alright, so I'm going to fly the Dervish because hell yeah I am. We're going to bring the Bombarder, we're going to bring the Spectre and the Wolf. So, you are my pilot for the Wolf. I think I said that because you've got the highest piloting. You are going to be my pilot for the Bombard, and you are going to be my Spectre. Alright, so let's get to it. Now, a lot of times the game will freeze and drop right here, so if that happens, I'll pause it till we can get this mission back up. Sometimes it crashes, but since I loaded after restarting the game, hopefully it won't give me any problem. Okay, please tell me you're not going to crash. That would be unfortunate. There we go. Still possible that it'll crash, but we'll see. Das German Lyrans. They all speak it German. Or a variation thereof. Alright, this takes a few moments to load up, so I'm going to go ahead and pause the video just so that we don't have to wait for all this, or at least you don't. Alright, we're ready to rock and roll. So we will drop right in. Alright. Alright. So, targets are up that way. But we won't know that for sure until we keep moving. So, let's do this. Checkerboard. You've got an ECM field, so I'm going to have you move up here. Alright, and Jack, you've got my other ECM field, so I'll have you follow up in the rear. So we'll send Wrath up with Check. And Booger, you are going to bring up the rear since you are big and slow. And I'll have Spectre stay with you. That'll give us a nice ECM coverage. Now, unfortunately, my experience tells me that these allies here will be about as useful as tits on a fish, for the most part. What are you, Hitman? I like the Hitman. Let me take a look at this thing here. Yeah, those look pretty good. Oh, we've got contact. So now it's game time. All right, Jack. Oh, it's a helicopter. All right, let's have you keep the Bombarder in ECM field range and get us more sensor data. Okay, so now we've got a scout tank. What else have we got here? A Mantis and a... what are you? A Ripper. Okay. So let's make sure we stay back enough that these Comstar boys can get out there and do some work. Okay, that's one down, and we didn't even have to do anything. Alright, so let's... Alright, Mantis is another aircraft. And we've got another target off to the side here. So let's bring you up. Let's look through our available targets. Not very good. Not very good. Not very good. So we will hold our fire and not waste ammunition. Okay, checker. I'm gonna have you move up to here. That'll let you cover us with ECM, but also stay out of trouble. Have you also brace. That's a commando, looks like. Yeah, looks like a commando. Best thing I can hope for is for some of these hitmen to get damaged, and maybe I can get some hitman parts.
Yeah. What can I do you?
Alright, let's keep you... oh, that doesn't really make much of a difference at all, so you can just keep on moving forward here. We're going to have to upgrade the engine on this so that we get better mobility, which means downgrading the guns. A couple of AC-10s or something might be more in line, and then it can fire more often. Well, didn't need that real estate anyway, I guess. Alright, Jack. I want you to head this way all out.
Roger that, Commander.
So that way you can go after that one that's kind of sliding around the side here.
I hear ya. You betcha.
Okay. Oh, that's a good aim shot. She didn't have a line of fire on anything else, so have at it.
Firing everything I've got.
She's really only got the one gun, which I have to be very careful about since that's definitely not something I want to have become a long-term problem. Alright, so let's move you up here. And likewise, have you target... Okay, so 27, 10, all kinds of fun. Screw it, let's have at it. See what you can eat. Alright, target down. Okay. Alright. They're throwing a lot of crap at the walls and hoping to see what sticks. Alright. Bombarder, is there anywhere you can go that you can actually get a shot? This thing really does need to get an upgrade. Shh. Let's, oh, this thing's like a sitting duck. So, this thing clearly needs an upgrade. Because it's never, it's not going to be, without big open flat spaces or somebody else coming to meet it, it's not going to get much done. Alright, can we get a line of fire? Nope. But we can get close.
Copy that, Commander.
That's right, get your butt over there. And make them pay. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Hello there. Allow myself to introduce myself. Eat a whole lot of lasers and stuff. And I missed. He was 3 feet from you! Okay, checkerboard.
What can I do for ya?
Let's have you sprint around the side here, because I need you to be able to engage on that side. You missed. You hit the building behind me.
Yes, Commander.
This guy has not been able to get anything done. He can barely even get a ranging on anything. Definitely reduced to weight and an increased engine are going to be requirements on that thing. Didn't have to engage that thing at all. Nicely done. Alright, Jack. Now that you've finally arrived on task and on target,
Copy that, Commander.
let's see if you can't put some ridiculously big holes in the side of this thing. Oh, those are the chances I like to see.
Fun time.
Yeah, structure exposed and exploded.
One more for the track.
All right. That was pretty damn easy. So let's see what we can get out of this. We need a new engine core. And we need some new ACs of some kind to affix to the Bombarder. Okay. Drop cost of 41 and 32 is our total payout. Virtually no damage to any of our mechs, so nothing to see there. Alright, so parts. We're going to take the commando part, unless I see something else of value. An engine core 120. I think that might be what we need. Heat sinks. SHS. Standard fusion engine. A warfare suite. Okay, we'll take the warfare suite. You know, put the commando back, because I don't really care about the commando. It'd only be there for trying to build some mechs later down. Let's take the 120 core and a standard fusion engine. Just in case I get a mech later that I need that for, I'll have one on hand. Like if I have a mech that's got like a crappy core but has good frame components, I can possibly slot that in to improve it. So we'll take that, and then we got a bunch of small lasers. Streak, we got the commando anyway. I hate streak, so I'm going to sell those off. And see what we got here. So sensors basic. Alright. I don't like the streak because it overrides you of when to fire. You know, if it doesn't feel like it's got a good enough chance to hit, it won't fire. And that's a real pain in the butt, because when you want to fire missiles, you want to fire missiles. You want to throw it so that there's enough, you're throwing enough shit at the walls to make it stick. Alright, so we're fatigued for 6 or 7 days. Mech base. No repairs are required, so that's good. Alright, let's take a look at the Bombarder. Okay, we need some lighter cannons. Plain and simple. But what's the engine? It's got an XL engine and a 100 core. So internals. So if I were to throw a 120 core on there, that would put us 1.5 tons over. Now we can make that up just by losing some armor weight. How much does that improve the overall mobility, though? Cruise speed of 60, cruise speed of 50. Okay. Let's see. This can have 6 heat sinks. This can have 6 heat sinks. Okay, like I can probably get away with this just by reducing the armor weight, although I don't like doing it. I'll probably take some out of the legs, maybe. But I need... Let's check and see if there's a better engine. Engine... No. Okay. So the 170 is going to be the best that I can manage. Anything that's higher is going to be exceptionally expensive and heavy. So we'll have to upgrade as we go along and see what we can get away with. Alright, so let's lose a little bit of weight in the armor. Alright. We still need to lose a ton. Okay. Oh, we're still hurting. All right. All right, that brought it down. That gives us enough. We're still heavily armored, but now it should be able to get a little bit faster and hopefully get more than one evasion pip. So we'll see how that turns out. But I need to keep my eyes out for any kind of bonus. Let's take a look at the fire starter here. And let's just go ahead and strip out the flamers, because I don't want the flamers. I don't need the flamers. They're fun and everything, but I want a mech that's going to be able to just lay down a serious beatdown. And the flamers, while they do present additional overheat, I don't find them to be as brilliant as other people might think. So for now, we're just going to remove those, and then we will actually let's change the refit on this. We're going to leave 2 of the flamers on until I find a better replacement, because then I can at least actually let's swap these out with small lasers. Oh, you know what? That'd probably be, yeah, if I make this thing a close range killer, then we can just load up on the small laser. Oh, I don't have enough. All right. So we'll leave 2 of the flamers on. And that still gives us an extra ton to work with. So I can put that into the armor. Okay. That makes that sucker a little bit tougher, a little bit meaner. And if I need to, I can shave off a couple of the jump jets for additional firepower.
Right. I'll get it in the schedule.
All right. That'll be done in a while. All right, so let's go ahead and let our pilots rest up for the 7 days. And flashpoints, which I don't need. All right, so
That work order is complete, boss.
nice.
Top-notch work, if I may say so.
Alrighty, so navigation or engineering. Let's go ahead and do recreation now, because the bonus morale will help us. I think those will help us more short term or long term, and then we can get these going, because those those will get us bonuses down the line anyway. All right, so command center, everybody's ready to go. The mechs are ready to go. Let's find another paying contract. Deniable destruction. This one's going to be against Lyran again, which I don't know if I want to do. Ambush a convoy, destroy a base. Destroy a base. So ambush a convoy is really going to be our best option here. All right, and that's going to be 5 and 21. we're going to take 4 and 16 because I still need to pay for my stuff here, but we will go ahead and do this, but that will be for another episode. So please leave a comment, like, subscribe, let me know how I'm doing, and until next time, I will catch you on the flip side.